I'm Mabel Aragon, and I'm joined by Dr. Mitchell P. Flaum, a clinical psychologist who recently wrote the book, How Sweet It Is Living and Learning from Diabetes. Dr. Mitchell Flaum, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Talk to me a little about this book.
Okay, well, the book was written by myself and my brother, Dr. Bennett Flaum. The reason we wrote the book was because we are both psychologists who do a lot of work with stress management and mind-body healing. And actually several members of our family have diabetes. And in talking about how we could be of help to them, we decided that we would do a lot of research about how mind can affect blood sugar levels and therefore influence the course of treatment or even prevention of diabetes. After we did a lot of research, we realized that was very valuable information to share with other people as well. So we went ahead and we put together this book, which combines all the information one could possibly need if you're suffering from diabetes or worrying about that you might be pre-diabetic, in terms of conventional medicine, as well as alternative healing methodologies, including mind-body healing, stress management, and other things.
I had the pleasure of reading the book, and I thought what I found most interesting is that it appeals to anyone. It appeals to individuals who have diabetes, their primary care physicians, family members, but also to individuals who may not have any type of illness at all. Because of the mind-body approach and the holistic approaches that you discuss, it really is a book that will touch the masses. Would you agree? Did you have that in mind?
Well, yes. I mean, as much as it was written with the specific focus for diabetes, the way that it's written is, number one, general enough that it can apply to people who are suffering pretty much from any illness, because it deals with how our emotions affect our health. It deals with how using different methodologies, such as the power of visual imagery or other techniques, can be healing. And it doesn't make a difference if you're suffering from diabetes or other illnesses. All the techniques, which I call healing power tools in the book, I have 20 of them in the book, can be applied to anybody, or even if you're not sick, can be used just to give you a sense of la dolce vita, the sweet life, to enhance your well-being and emotional resiliency and coping with any life's adversities.
And that's a big theme in your book, is that you want to let people know that you can live a productive, happy life and have diabetes. And those are the tips that you're trying to offer.
Yes, I mean, diabetes often can be slowed down. It can be prevented. At times it can even be reversed with the proper combination of diet, exercise, nutrition, and mind-body healing techniques. Again, my book doesn't promise anyone an instant cure or guaranteeing that their illness will be eliminated, but it definitely will be controlled to much more manageable levels if you take certain basic principles into hand and do something about it, especially early on.
Obviously, there are numerous books on health, many that touch on diabetes. Why should people read your book?
Well, the thing that makes my book very, very unique is the fact that most books focus only on diet, nutrition, conventional medical methodologies. What I do is I go beyond that, and I use a four-dimensional way of looking at healing: the physical, the emotional, the psychological, and the spiritual. And each of those dimensions is covered in the book in its own unique way, yet all integrated together, so that if someone wants to deal with diabetes or any other illness, one should look at what's going on in the body physically, but then also look at, well, how are my emotions contributing to my stress, and how is that affecting my physical health? How is my spiritual development or places where I'm stuck in relationships affecting my health? What can I do using other things like herbs and aromatherapy, or the body technologies like Tai Chi or massage, and how can that affect my health? So I try to bring all these together. These are things that health professionals like Andrew Weil or Deepak Chopra espouse in their writings about a holistic, integrated way of dealing with medical issues.
Dr. Flaum, it has been a pleasure talking to you. I had the pleasure of reading the book, as I mentioned earlier. It's an easy read. I think you get a lot of useful tips. I wish you a great deal of success.
Thank you, and I hope people get a chance to look at the book, because not only does it have good information about diabetes, the quotes there are amazing. I have quotes from Madonna to Mother Teresa and from Buddha to the Beatles. So it's a fun read also, over and beyond having a lot of information for anybody to use.
Well, I encourage everyone to pick up this particular book. It's called How Sweet It Is, Living and Learning from Diabetes. It can currently be found on ingramsbook.com, amazon.com, barnesandnoble.com, and in 2011 we expect it to be in some stores for Barnes & Noble as well as Borders.
It's already in Arcade Books in Rye, New York, and I've approached other local bookstores as well in Westchester. So soon you'll be able to get it pretty much wherever you are.
And individuals can find you on Twitter.
Yes, they can. They can follow me there.
So there are numerous ways that you can get more information about Dr. Mitchell Flaum. We certainly
I'm on
encourage
Facebook.
So without a doubt, there's no reason why you shouldn't be reading this book in 2011.